Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Raymond Arty, and this is my Let's Play of Grand Theft Auto 3. I promised you all that I would do this Let's Play in my channel introduction video, which got an amazing response. More than 43 views in 3 days, nearly 10 likes, and it more than doubled my subscriber count from 9 to 20 in less than 2 days. My history with the Grand Theft Auto series is a very long one. It came all the way back in 2012 when a friend of mine gave me GTA Vice City on the PS2 and I fell in love with it. Then I won the PS2 version of Grand Theft Auto 3 in a raffle, but I decided to give it to my cousin because he was more interested in it than I was. I would argue that this video game is the most influential video game of the 21st century just because of how many open world sandbox games have come since GTA 3 first hit the scene in 2001. And for the impact this game has made on the video game industry and pop culture as a whole in a way, I'm going to give it all the praise that it deserves by giving it the great Let's Play that it has sorely needed for so long. GTA 3 Let's Plays aren't as common as they should be on YouTube. Hopefully, what I do here will change that. I'm just warning you in advance. There will not be much commentary in this first part because it is very cinematic. There are a lot of cutscenes and there's a lot of dialogue, except from the main character Claude because he's silent. So I'm just going to leave you to watch the opening cutscene of one of the greatest video games ever made. By the way, before the opening cutscene starts, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and turn on your notifications so that you always know when I upload a brand new video. This series is going to upload often. Thank you for listening.
Sorry, babe. I'm an ambitious girl. You're just small time.
Liberty City is in shock today as the police and emergency services deal with the aftermath of a devastating attack on a police convoy this morning. As yet, no details have been released about the prisoners being transferred in the convoy, and no group has claimed responsibility. The convoy left police headquarters early this morning for a routine transfer of felons to Liberty Penitentiary. The attack took place on the Callahan Bridge, leaving few witnesses and the bridge itself severely damaged. Some of the convicts are thought to have perished in the explosion that followed the initial attack. Revelations as to the professionalism of the attack struck police hours afterward, when identification of the missing felons were further hampered by an attack by computer hackers on police headquarters databases. With the Porter Tunnel project falling behind schedule, this disaster leaves Portland isolated from the rest of the city.
Come on! Señor Dickhead! It's no problem to kill you. You're gonna be sorry. Aye, get lost.
I know a place on the edge of the red light district where we can lay low, but my hands are all messed up, so you better drive, brother.
Alright, if you're wondering what I'm doing right now, this is actually something to do with how I'm making this series. This is actually my second time recording this series because I'm having to do it again, because I don't want to get copyright claimed or striked because of the licensed music on the in-game radio stations that you can see right here. One other thing that I have done is that I have turned off the widescreen option so that the game can be played in its correct aspect ratio, which is 4:3. You can see in the opening cutscene, if you have a good enough eye, that there was a bit of screen tearing and some of the effects didn't look right, and at the end of that cutscene you can see some glitchy textures on some of the buildings in the distance when you're on the Callahan Bridge. The reason for this is that whoever did the PS4 port of GTA 3 screwed up the widescreen option. So to preserve the video quality for myself and for all of you who are watching and should be subscribed right now, the rest of this series will be in 4:3 and it will not be in widescreen at all.
This is the place right here. Let's get off the street and find a change of clothes. I know this guy. He's connected. His name's Luigi. Me and him go back, so I can probably get you some work. Come on, let's head over there. This is Luigi's club. Let's go around the back and use the service door. Wait here, man, while I go in and talk to Luigi. Say hello to 8-Ball, ladies.
8-Ball's got some business upstairs. Well, maybe you could do me a favor. One of my girls needs a ride, so grab a car and pick up Misty from the clinic, then bring her back here. Remember, no one messes with my girls. So keep your hands on the wheel. If you don't mess this up, maybe there'll be more work for you. Now get out of here.
If you're wondering why there was a big pause in the commentary for like a couple minutes, the reason for that is I knew that there would be a bit of dialogue and that the cutscene would start, and I just decided to let it play out because I don't want to be talking over any of the dialogue, because damn near every single bit of it is important to the plot.
Hi, I'm Nancy.
Now, there's one very, very important thing that I haven't been able to address in this game yet. That's the map. This section of the GTA of Liberty City is known as Portland. This is the industrial area of the city, which is partly based on areas like Brooklyn and Queens in New York City. There's more than this area of Liberty City in the game, but I will not be talking about them until I unlock them, because you only unlock the different areas of Liberty City as the story progresses. As a result of this, we will be spending quite a while in Portland, so I will have to discuss how Portland kind of teaches you how to play the game. There are a lot of taxis around, and there are a lot of ambulances and a lot of police cars. These all help you inside. These are all ways to access side missions that will help you to learn how to play the game. This is a stunt jump. I just failed the stunt jump. Anyway, I was saying there will be a side part with the taxi missions, with some of the taxi missions later on down the road that I will be showing you.
Luigi said to give you this, so here, take it.
There's a new guy on the street. Goes by the name of Spank. Some wise guy's been introducing this trash to my girls down Portland Harbor. Go and introduce a bat to his face. Then take his car, respray it. I want compensation for this insult.
I wish I had remembered this when I was talking about Portland just a minute ago, but each area of the game has a description in the instruction manual. Here's the description for Portland. This is the industrial zone. Here you will find the docks, the red light district, warehouses, factories, markets, garages, as well as some useful suppliers. This area is populated with hookers, pimps, labourers, dock workers, politicians, and general scum. Crime is rife in Portland and it has a long history of mafia control, but this is being challenged by the Triad. A bloody turf war has been underway for several months. A delightful district with something for everyone. Oh, by the way, little side note here. If you are playing this game in either French or German, there will be a lot of censorship. And same if you are playing the game, or actually no, same if you're living in Australia. I think the game was heavily censored there. You can't kill the prostitutes after you get the money. Like, you can't get the money off them. And in France and Germany, they took out all the blood. They took out the ability to blow people's limbs off. By the way, you can activate that with a cheat code. I'm not going to tell you in this video. You should go look for it yourself. It's actually really fun if you actually find it that way instead of having me tell you. They also removed the ability to whack people on the ground with the baseball bat, effectively making that weapon completely useless. So that section where you just saw me beating the guy selling Spank to the hookers with the baseball bat, that would have been a lot harder if I were French or German and playing this in French or German. And yeah, I guess sucks to be them fans. But the thing is, like in Europe, you don't have to be stuck with those languages in particular. You can just turn it over to English and then you're completely fine. So yeah, these are the first two missions. This is generally what you're going to be doing a lot of in GTA 3, doing missions for other people. Well, you have to take it a lot because you're just starting at the bottom at the start of the game, and then you have to work your way up to the top. If you run out of stamina, like if you run for too long, you run out of stamina, you have to hop around like this to get anywhere at a reasonable speed. So, oh yeah, I'm gonna have to talk about the radio stations at some point and what music they play, because I mentioned earlier I'm not playing the music because of copyright reasons. I'm going to have to talk about them later, because there's one station that it has songs in the public domain and then two with music from the composers of the game themselves. Anyway, that was part 1 of my Grand Theft Auto 3 Let's Play. I hope you really enjoyed. Just remember, I just have one more thing to say. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit notifications so you always know when I upload a brand new video. Thank you.